Hi, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic, and thanks for joining me again for my 12 Days of Christmas. So you can see I have got this gorgeous chipboard set. It's a Snowflake collection. I'll put links down below if you've not seen it or you're interested in it. And what I've got here is a very, very cheap picture frame. This was from a local store in Australia called the Reject Store. It was $4 Australian. And you can see it would actually be perfect if you've got a sprocket machine because the little boxes themselves, they look that similar shape and size. And you can see here there's just some sample photos you can use, and I absolutely love it because of the way that it's kind of welded and got that dimension with four separate sections. So it's a bit of an off-white colour, not exactly white, and you can see here I absolutely destroy it trying to get those little sticky pads off, but that's fine, we can still work with that. And what I'm doing, obviously as you can tell from my 12 days of Christmas, I'm sharing with you some very, very quick and easy projects that don't take too long whatsoever. So this is recorded in real time, and you'll see this is super simple. I'm just using these absolutely gorgeous chipboard pieces, these die cuts, and I'm letting them do all the work and speak for themselves. So I'm just looking for pieces now that are actually big enough to cover some of the damage I've made to the back. Obviously, if you don't do this, you probably don't have the same issue to deal with. And so I'm just placing those now in each of these four positions. And I do apologise for it being off camera slightly. I've actually got a camera. I've been used to recording on my iPhone for so long. And this is one of the first videos that I shot with the Canon. Now, I say I've got a camera. It's actually for my son. He's doing a photography course at school. So it's his camera, but he's agreed to lend it to me. And it's absolutely perfect because now I've got a proper place to hold it over my desk. I just need to figure out, as you can see from this, making sure that everything is in shot. So you can't quite see here, but off camera I'm faffing about a little because obviously I'm in Australia and we have a summer for Christmas. Our Christmas is summertime for us, and a lot of these sentiments, of course, do relate to snow and the cold, that kind of stuff. So I'm playing around with that a little, just trying to see what I can do without having that too much of a cold feel. But this chipboard piece that I'm putting down now is absolutely perfect size for this. So I decide to ignore that, not worry too much about the fact that it's talking about snow. And you see here, this is the point where I realised I've been out of focus the whole time. So again, apologies for that. But I didn't want to reshoot this, and I did want to show you it because this is one of my favourite projects that I've done throughout the 12 days of Christmas, and it's super easy that anyone can do. Obviously having this the snowflake collection, the chipboard pieces, as I said, are doing all the work for me. And all I'm doing now is just using some of these little gold stars as well, just as a little bit more embellishment. Now the gift tag you see in the bottom left hand corner, that was just too small to cover. So I used another piece in the background, the floral piece, just to add some height and dimension to that. And you could, of course, put some decorations around the frame as well. I did at one point consider some lights or even some white pom-pom trim. But I do decide, it's fine as it is. I don't want to overwork this. Sometimes things can look a little bit overworked, in my opinion. So I just wanted to let these pieces speak for themselves. And of course you saw as well when I took those original pieces off that there should be two of those 3M stickers. I like the effect of just leaving one, and again that gave a little bit of a variation in these die cut pieces, with some of them leaning forwards and some of them leaning backwards. So the only other thing I'm going to do to this piece now, off camera you can't quite see, but there's chipboard pieces that spell out the word joy. So I'm just actually putting them on the edge of the frame themselves so they stand out a little. And really that is my piece done. As I said, it's one of my favourite pieces. It was so quick, cost me $4 to make. Still got loads of chipboard pieces left for other projects. And once I get it in focus, you can see just how cute and Christmassy that is. I really hope I've inspired you to try something similar, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments about this video, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. That way YouTube knows to recommend similar ones for you. And finally, if you'd like to see more from me, and I hope so, please subscribe by clicking the link below. I post new content every weekend.